We will get into our public hearing. If anyone has anything they would like to say, again, I'll refresh everyone's memory on what's going on. Amanda Wolf, who's here, has requested a permit to sell and serve beer at her business, which is Rackham Pool Hall on Main Street here in Surgoinsville. So if anyone has anything to say, feel free. We would like any comments to be short, if you don't mind. So the floor is open for anyone who'd like to say something.
Can I speak to him?
Absolutely.
Come up here and state your name.
Pardon?
Come up here and state your name, please.
My name's Amanda Wolf. Me and my husband, Jason Wolf, are owners of Rackham. We are asking not for a bar permit, we're asking for a beer permit. A lot of players has asked for food. So my husband and I, we went and got a loan, and we are 90% done with the restaurant. Would I be asking for this beer permit for just a pool hall? No. I'm asking for the beer permit because that is what the customers would like to have. As in with Asian cuisine or the Mexican restaurants. You can go in, you don't have to order a beer, but you can come in and sit down and have a home cooked meal. The inspector has already been there. I've already got this list done. You all are more than welcome to look at it if you would like. You know, like I said, I'm not wanting to open a bar. I'm not wanting to open a pub, anything like that. You have to have a purpose to get a beer there. You can't come in and just sit there and drink all that. I won't allow it. And
Did you mention at one time that patrons would go out and get in their car and drink a beer and then come back in?
that's what they do.
Well, that's violation of your beer permit right there.
No.
Yes, it is. It's off premises, not on premises, ma'am.
But sir, I can't do anything about that.
It's on premises, and that is violation of your beer.
So what am I supposed to do?
You told them to have to leave.
Well, I did.
But then,
I had.
I thought you take care of your premises, ma'am.
Well, I had to tell them to leave. I have had
Well,
to do
you
that.
have, you've got the law to call.
Pardon?
You've got the law to call.
If they didn't leave, yes.
How much of a problem is that, Amanda? I mean,
How much is the problem is what,
yeah,
sir?
people going to the back and
Well,
forth.
it hasn't been a problem. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. If, you know, I'm in the pool hall.
Alright.
We do,
No, you can't follow everybody to the park, can you?
well, I can't, and I can't search no one's car. I don't have the authority to. If I see that they're staggering in there, I'm like, what are y'all doing? And I tell them not to do it. But I'm only one person. They have to be responsible for their own actions to a point. But I don't have a beer permit right now. And yes, I have said that I have noticed that they'll go out there and drink a beer. Well, I can't tell them what they can do in their own vehicle. I don't have that authority. Do I?
No, I mean, no.
Well, I mean, I'm just asking a question because then they can tell me to go fly a kite somewhere.
Yeah, you can ask them.
You know, and then there's an argument. As far as me, I don't drink beer. I'm not asking for this for me. You know, they wanted to know if they come in there, and I've got APA. I've even got more players signing up for APA. So, you know, with that being said, I'm trying to run it. Even if I don't get the beer permit, I'm still going to open up a restaurant. I'm going to have home cooking. And I'm going to make it as pleasant as I can. Walmart even has people banned. A lot of people has people banned. I banned the people I did because one guy tried to start 2 fights. And the other guy was a thief. I even brought ministry in there to the pool hall. To have them, and I could prove it. To have them to come in and talk to some people that I noticed that was there, messed up, I never knew what tweaking or twerking or whatever that name is. I've never known what that was. Until the other players would be like, you gotta do something. Well, I mean, I'm being honest. And I'm like, do something about what? I don't know what they're doing. And they would tell me, and they'd say, well, they're on drugs. Well, I would confront them and tell them they can't come here if they're gonna act that way, because I don't want that type of atmosphere here. And that's pretty well much all I got to say. But I do thank you.
You. Anybody else like to say something? What?
My name is Dawn Young. I've been working with Amanda for a few months now. My fiance and I discovered rack 'em up and shot pool. And one of the first things I realized is that she ran an awesome pool ball. She was always friendly and outgoing. The tournaments ran well. And besides the one person that she ran, that's it. She's never had another issue in there. Now, I helped run her tournaments, okay, and I've never had an issue with people coming up, except an older man just trying to be, feisty. And being only 40-some years old, they tend to be that way sometimes, in a jokingly manner. But Amanda's cooking is good, and my family and I love going there. Just to shoot pool in APA, my daughter comes and hangs out with us, and we all have a good time.
Thank you very much. Anybody else?
My name is Leslie Starks. So I go up there and shoot pool all the time.
Yeah.
I believe it's a real nice establishment. I mean, my kid goes up there, my nephew goes up, my grandson goes up there. I see no problem. It's a real nice establishment. Friendly. And I think it'd be a real good thing to do. I believe we're real nice people.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Betty Starks. This woman right here is doing a real big thing for this community. We've got a lot of young kids that come up there. It keeps them off the road. I take my grandson. We spend hours on end up there shooting pool. She's got a great thing going. Let's keep it going in this little county. Get these kids off this road. Let them come up here and shoot pool, eat a good meal, have a good time. I love them to death. But I think we got a good thing going.
Thank you, Betty. Anybody else? Okay, if there's nothing else, nobody else has any comments to make, we will proceed. Just for the sake of the people that's here, we will come back to our normal meeting, but we'll skip on down through that to the issue that's at hand. And what's before us, if it's possible for Amanda to apply for a permit to sell beer and serve it on premise. Come in. We would have to amend the beer ordinance to include this. And, as of right now, if anyone on the board is interested in, amending the ordinance, so anyone who's interested could apply to sell beer and serve it on premise. We would have to do that now, so, I'm asking if anyone is interested. I need a motion and a second, so it can be voted on and discussed further, so.
I'd like to hear Mr. Joe Mays is their attorney. He states in here that, we'd have to have guidelines and everything. Have you thought about that, Joe?
Well, right now, your beer ordinance does not have a mechanism for on-premises permits. You would have to have an ordinance that sets out under what circumstances and conditions the town would permit on-premises sale of beer. It would ordinarily be in restaurants, having food service during all the times that they're open. But you could also have whatever other restrictions the town deems in the best interest of the citizens of Surgoinsville. You could set your own hours. You could set other conditions depending on, local desires. I don't know if that answers your question.
So in other words, there'd have to be rules and some policy and so on.
Right, well, how would you issue have the beer board issue the permits? Would there be a application fee, and if so, how much? What would be the requirements for maintaining it? What rules and regulations would servers have to comply with? Some of these things are standard. The mandate for servers, state law addresses a great deal of that. But municipalities have a great deal of leeway to tailor these things to the locality's own wishes. It's a lawful business in Tennessee if local government permits. But on the other hand, it also partakes of some introspective consideration of what it would bring. There's always problems with any kind of business, and especially with the sale of alcoholic beverages.
We can dig for none of that, Mayor.
Well, it's like I said, the issues is in front of you if anyone's interested. And amending the beer ordinance. We need a motion in a second. And you will stay here a few minutes, and if anybody does, we'll proceed on. Okay, apparently we're not gonna go any further with it. It's nothing's happening, so we'll right where we were, so there's no way to move forward.
I'll make a motion
do we make amendments to accept it?
I'll allow the motion. We'll stay here a few more minutes, see if there's a second. Okay, I'll repeat again, this is as far as we can go with it. So, that ends it. I appreciate everyone coming and speaking, and as far as your business and your restaurant and so on, I wish you well. And I do appreciate, what you've done and so on with your business. So, we will continue on with our business, and again, thank you folks for coming. Okay, Pam, if you would, let's do roll call.
Alderman Santos. Vice Mayor Jernigan.
Here.
Alderman Bass.
Yes, here.
Mayor Graham.
Here.
Alderman Byington.
Here.
Alderman Summers.
Here.
All right.